All right, let's get started. Welcome, welcome to another Sunday. Here we are. Let's start in a seated position here and just taking some side stretch today. So reaching those arms out to the side, feel that length stretching out from fingertip to fingertip, and then taking one arm up and one arm down, up and over, side bend, and stay here for a little bit longer today. We're going to breathe and stretch here. So inhaling fully. And exhale, sinking into that sit bone, reaching out through the fingertips. Try that again. Inhale and exhale. Now take that diagonal scoop on that reach up and over, feeling the abs pulling up and in toward that lower back, reaching up and over that waistline, stretching there. And then we'll come back to our sideways position and then bring yourself back up. And we'll try the other side, reaching all the way up and exhaling over to that side. Beautiful lateral bend of the spine. That's it. And again, inhaling fully, breathing through those ribs. And exhaling. And again, inhaling, reach. And exhale, feeling both ends reaching in opposition. Scoop the abs, reach on that diagonal, hovering up and over. Let the neck and head be soft. Pulling those abdominals away from your fingertips. Good. Come back to our sideways position. And then bringing yourself back up. Good. And let's just take a little turn of the head side to side, freeing up the neck and shoulders. Each way. And then we'll do a few of our shoulder rolls up and back, up and back, up and back. Up and back. Inhale, reaching all the way up. And exhaling, opening. And again, inhale up. And exhaling, opening. We're going to go into a little bit of a twist stretch now. So I'm bringing my right leg across. See if you can anchor both sitting bones into the floor. That's it. And then we'll pull that knee into the opposite shoulder. Lift up through your spine and then spiral rotate toward the right. Once you get there, you can let that hand rest on the floor. Continue to breathe as deeply as you can. Maybe getting a little deeper into your twist as you're able to breathe. Good, and then let's return to the center, and then same arm as leg, pressing on the inside of that leg, rotating the other direction. Good, and then we'll bring ourselves back to the center. Let's change legs, other side. So bringing the left leg over the top again, sitting on both sitting bones there, pulling that knee into the opposite shoulder. Lift up through your spine as you spiral rotate toward the left, and then placing that hand down on the floor. And breathing there. Using your eyes, turning and looking around that corner. Good, let's bring ourselves back to the center and twist the other direction. Spiral rotate. Breathing into those ribs, into those lungs. Good, and then come back to the center. We're gonna go into hands and knees, a little out of order today. And again, if you need extra padding underneath your knees, you're welcome to get that organized. And we're going to start in a nice quadruped position, so nice and square, shoulders right over the hands and knees right underneath those hips. Taking that curve through the spine, so curling through, rounding and hollowing. Let the head hang down, scooping the belly, folding at the waistline, feeling that stretch across the low back. And then bringing it back through the center. And then sliding the shoulders away, opening the chest. Go ahead and take that big yawn of the spine, big cat into the cow stretch. And again, curling through center, hollow and lift, doming that spine, stretching through the mid-back. Maybe practice shifting your weight from hands to knees so you're feeling that stretch change in different places in the spine. Bring it back to center, lengthen back into those long curves. And then just letting the heart shine forward now. So sliding the shoulders back, opening the focus, shining your heart out in front of you. Good. And then bringing it back to center. Now going into our lateral side bends that we did earlier. So I'm curving toward the left. My hips and my head, I'm side bending my waistline to the left, looking toward my left cheek, and then coming back to center. And then other side, shortening the right waistline, head and tail both reaching over toward the right. And then center. Try that again. Shift it over to the side. Making sure head and tail are both going to the same direction. Lengthening the opposite side of the waist. Coming center and again, head and tail to the right. And I'm feeling condensing on the right, length on the left side of the spine. Good, and coming back to center. Let's take our thread the needle. Inhaling, reaching up, spiraling open. Feel that stretch as big as you can. And then thread the needle, diving through, allowing your head to come down toward the floor. Breathe and stretch into the shoulders. Good, and then bring yourself back up to your all fours position. Stabilize there, other side. Inhale, reaching up, open to the chest. Take a few breaths here. Really reach. And then exhale, thread the needle, diving through, that's it. And spiral twist, breathing into the shoulders. Good. Great, and then again, bringing yourself back to all fours. We're gonna do a little pigeon pose here. So you're gonna take one thigh, bring it forward. If you can, shin perpendicular, or if not, it can be slightly angled. So very carefully walk yourself back. This is our first big stretch here. So we're gonna feel some length in the front of that back leg. Try and lengthen down. If you can, settle yourself as far down as you can, reaching that back leg long. While you're here, open your chest, work that good posture at the same time. And then if you're able, go ahead and carefully walk yourself forward. Just stretch deeper into that rotator, the rotators and the glutes of that front leg. And again, as you're here, and it's the beginning of class, you can modify or maneuver around. And then again, abs lift, bring yourself back up to your hands, really opening the chest, lengthening that back leg even more. Good, and then help yourself come back up to hands and knees, other side. Carefully help that leg out in front if you need to. And then again, carefully walk yourself back, supporting yourself with your hands as much as you need. Lengthening, settling into that stretch. Take some deep breaths here, again, opening the chest. And then again, if you're able, folding forward gently. Breathe into those tight places. And again, you can maneuver, wiggle around if you need to. And then again, lifting up to the hands, opening the chest. Feel that length through that back leg, through your pigeon tail. Good. And then once again, bring yourself back up to all fours. Good. From here, just let your hips shift from side to side. Shifting off of those femur bones. Good. And then maybe again, playing with distributing the weight differently between hands and knees. You can try same side lifting off. You can try opposite sides lifting off, just to wake up your center a little bit before we get moving here. So here we are again, back into your all fours position. We're going to try our alternating arm and leg lifts today. So feel that lift of the chest. You're lifting your heart up away from the floor. The abs are connected, feeling that support deep and wide underneath your belly. Sliding opposite fingers and toes along the floor. See if you can do this without any major shifts. And then very, very small, lifting opposite fingers and toes off the floor. And then bring it back down to the floor and underneath you back to your quadruped. Other side, keep as steady as you can. Glide and slide, opposite fingers and toes. Energy out through the head and out through the tail. Slightly float and lift. Trying to keep the back steady. Bring it back to the floor and underneath. Again, opposite fingers and toes, glide and slide. And then floating up. Now to challenge. See if you can open those arms and legs out to the side. So you're kind of opening your wingspan out to the side. Gather, return. Much more challenging for our balance. Bring it back to the floor and center. Other side. Opposite fingers and toes. Reaching out. Keep balancing something fragile on your back. Float and lift. And then opening arms and legs out to the side. Bring it back to center. Connect to your core. Good job. Bring it back to the floor and down. Curve that spine one more time and then sitting back into our child's pose position. Fingertips reaching out. Let your head reach toward the floor. And again, settle here for a few deep breaths. Good. We'll take our sideways stretch here. So I'm going to walk my hands over to the right and slide my hips over toward the left. So again, feeling a little bit more of that side body stretch to the left side. And then bring it back to center. And then other way, reaching the hands over to the left, sliding the hips over to the right. Good. And then again, we'll return back to the center for one more deep breath there. Good. And then roll up through your spine. And then basically make that shape on your back. So we're going to flip ourselves over and roll back onto our back. And once again, being very compact. Once you get yourself organized here, hugging your knees into your chest, taking that time to lengthen through the spine, reaching your tailbone down, letting the head rest easily on the floor. In fact, let your head roll side to side again, checking in, releasing any tension in the neck. And then we'll take our stirring, having your hands on top of the knees, and then massaging the spine, lower back, pelvis, taking those thighs in a few circles each direction. Good. And then reversing. Good. All right, reaching the hands up to the ceiling, palm to palm. Slowly open. We're going to pause right before we get to the floor. So we're going to stay maybe an inch off the floor, feeling that reach across the chest, maybe waking up some nerves, running through the arms. Take another inhale. And then exhale, dissolve into the floor, settle in, let gravity take over there. And we'll take our twist, knees twisting over to the left, head turns to the right. And breathing here. If you'd like a little extra stretch here, you're welcome to extend this top leg, grab a hold of it with your left hand, and feel some deeper stretch into the outer hip and those hamstrings. Soften and relax your shoulders. Good. And then when you're ready, bend your knees together again. Use your abdominals to bring your pelvis back to center. We'll try that on the other side. Knees folding over to the right, head turns to the left. And again, take a moment to release any muscles that are hanging on. Relax, relax. And then again, extend that top leg, grab a hold, and feel a little deeper hamstring stretch there. Good, we'll bring both knees together again. Inhale, exhale, abs scoop, bring yourself back to the middle again. Nice. Taking your right knee into your chest, lengthen the left leg down toward the floor. And then I know we like to do our hamstring stretches here too. So extend that right leg. Feel length on both sides of that waistline. Hang on to the leg wherever it's appropriate for you. Sending your exhales whoosh down through the back of that leg. Deepening with each exhale you take. Let's relax the hamstrings by bending the knee and folding in. Flex the foot just to rest. Inhale, and then exhale, lengthen through the heel again. Sending it back up, waking up the calf as well. Then you can point through the foot, maybe get a little deeper stretch. Pull it in a little bit closer. We'll try that again. Bend and flex, fold and rest. Now from here, wherever your thigh bone is, try to maintain that angle as you reach the legs straighter, straighter, straighter. There you go. Good, and then point through the foot. Great. We're gonna take that leg, turn it out, opening it outward, holding it with the same hand as leg. Let's carefully open it to the side and we feel the inner thigh stretch. You can prop your elbow on the floor, hang on to your pant legs, whatever it takes. Breathing there, feeling that stretch through the inner thighs. Good, and then as you're ready, zip up those abdominals, bring the leg back up. We'll take it again across the body, but this time leaving the pelvis on the floor. So feeling that stretch there. If you want, you can sickle your ankle a little bit to feel a little bit deeper stretch through the outer shin. Good, and then again, scoop the abs in, bring the leg back up. We'll take another little stretch there in parallel. Soften the leg a little bit, lower it a tiny bit, hands down toward the floor. We'll do our circles. Inhale, go across the body, keeping the pelvis as steady as you can. Circle that leg in the hip socket, bring it back up to the sky. Inhale across, exhale, wide open through the shoulders, through the collarbones. 2 more this direction. Inhale, exhale, stir. That's it, freeing up the movement of the leg. Inhale, exhale, circle, stir. Let's reverse directions. Again, opening, keeping that opposite hip anchored. Exhale, circle, stir. And again, inhale and exhale, circle, stir. 2 more, inhale and exhale, circle, stir. Last time, inhale and down, around and up. Now lengthen that leg, cast it all the way down to the floor and let it remain heavy and easy on the floor. Let's do the whole thing other side. Knee folds in. Good. And then again, extending that leg back up to the sky. Taking a hold of the leg wherever you can grab. Make sure you're not hiking that hip. Keep the waistlines long on both sides. And then from here, we're going to bend the knee and flex the foot, fold and rest. Good, take a nice inhale, exhale, sending energy through that heel as you reach it back up, waking up the calf as well. Ooh, and then point through the foot, maybe getting a little deeper into your stretch. We'll try that again. Bending the knee, folding the joints in. And again, just test, see if you can do this. Keep the thigh bone right where it is, extend from the knee out. That's it, and then point. We'll rotate that thigh, open it to the left, holding on with the left arm, keeping that right hip steady. Sending your exhales down through those tight places. Good, and then again, exhale, zip up your abdominals, bring the leg up and across, take it with the other hand. And again, just testing if we can keep both sides of the pelvis on the floor and taking that leg across midline. And again, you can sickle, turn in that ankle if you'd like a little shin stretch there. Good, and then again, abs anchor you, bring you back to the center. Take a little deeper stretch in parallel. Good, and then we'll lighten up on that leg. You can place your training wheel hands down beside you. We'll do our 4 circles each way. Inhale across the body. Exhale, circle and stir. Inhale and exhale. And 3. And 4. Reversing, inhale, open, and exhale, swing. And again, 2. And 3. And 4. Good. Lengthen that leg and reach it all the way down to the mat. We'll let the legs relax, turned off. And we're going to find our chest fold. So getting those abdominals prepared. Already feel like you zipped up your pants. We're going to find that place right as the ribs funnel in underneath the sternum as your pivot point. You can do this with your hands behind you with holding onto the mat, hands behind the head, or I'm going to demonstrate fingers reaching. We inhale, Exhale, nod and fold. So we're just bringing the head and shoulders up. My tips of the shoulder blades are barely off the floor. I'm zipped up through my abdominals and I'm looking down toward my toes. Inhale here. Exhale, roll yourself back down. You could also do this with your knees bent if this is not a comfortable position for you. We'll try this again. Inhale and exhale, fold and reach. Bringing the head basically to a vertical position, looking straight ahead toward the wall behind on the other side of the room. Inhale again, and exhale, rolling back down. Now we're going to make it a little bit more exciting. Inhale again, exhale, curl up and stay curled up. Feeling those abdominals deep and wide across the pelvis. See if you can float your arms up if you're not using your mat. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring it back down, deepening that chest fold, deepening that abdominal connection. Try that one more time. Floating up, up, up. And bring it down, down, down. And lower your head back down to the floor. Good. So that's where we're going to work to try to find our first point of the roll up. So again, you can either do this here or bend your knees. And moving on into our seamless, smooth roll up. So arms reach overhead as far as they'll go. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, here's that chest fold. Find that place. Now the challenge is to continue to work through those abdominals to bring yourself up. Let's take our boomerang shape, hovering up and over those legs. Breathing deeply here, let the head hang. Take a breath in. Exhale again, scooping out the abs, slowly melting down one vertebrae at a time. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Down. Good. We'll try this a few more times. Inhale, the arms float up. And exhale, nod and fold. Finding that scoop. Continue to work. That's it. And again, hovering and reach. Wide upper back. Take that breath in. Exhale, contracting, rolling right back down again. Reaching toward the floor. Good. We'll try it one more time. Inhale those arms up and exhale, scooping, peeling. Good. And this time we'll take our hamstring stretch again. Open the sit bones a little wider apart and then folding a deeper fold over the legs. Breathing and stretching there. Good. And again, slowly rolling back. Really feel that opposition of the abdominals pulling in, reaching away from the fingertips. Curving, 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 allowing yourself to roll back down onto your sacrum. And then let's rest with our hands beside us on the floor. Bend those knees again if you're not there already. With the feet on the floor parallel, thighs vertical here. And we'll take a little bridge here. So articulation of the spine. Inhale. And exhale, imprinting that low spine, pouring weight into the feet now, peeling the hips up off the floor with forward energy, knees reaching forward up and over those feet. So really feeling the bend of the legs and the work in the back of the thighs. Inhale here at the top, and then exhale, take your time, melt your chest, scoop those abdominals. Soften down one vertebra at a time as sequentially as you most possibly can. Taking note if you have any tight spots this afternoon. We'll try that again. Inhale and again, exhale, scoop and hollow. Peeling it up. Feeling strong and even through both legs. Lift the hips high, inhale, and once again, slowly rolling down. Curving, curving, curving. Rounding through the low back. And just let that spine unfurl all the way down on the floor. Now then, same idea, but we're going to add our arms reaching again. So taking that reach, feeling that width across your upper back between the shoulder blades. Inhale again. Exhale, scoop the pelvis up, reaching pelvis and fingertips up to the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale here. And again, exhale, rolling away from your fingertips. Feel your heart descend. Feel your spine melt, melt, melt. Right back down to the mat. And one more time. Inhale, exhale. Continue that reach with the fingers. Scoop it up. And then we're going to pause here at the top. So keeping the pelvis elevated, suspended in space. Open the arms out to the side. Feel that wingspan. Exhale, gather back up. Again, inhale, open, keeping the pelvis floating. Exhale, gather. Again, inhale, open. And exhale, gather. And inhale, open. And exhale, gather. Now turning the palms facing your knees, scissoring one arm up and one arm down, but the pelvis is still lifted. And exchange. And reach. And exchange. Abs are scooping. Again, scissor reach. Keeping balance across that upper back. One more time. Scissor change. Good. And up to the sky. Again, lift that pelvis if it's dropped. Take a breath in. Exhale. Now's your sweet reward. Slowly rolling back down. Good, good, good. And then gather those knees into your chest to stretch out. Woo. If you need a little extra hamstring relief, you can extend those legs. Pull the thighs down and toward the floor. Good. And then we'll tuck into our little ball again. Good. So we're going to move into a few of our core exercises from our Fab 5. We're going to start with our single bent leg today. So big inhale, exhale, chest fold, bring that head forward into that scoop as we found earlier. Hugging one knee in and the other leg lengthens out. And the level that you take that leg again depends on your strength. So the lower you go, the harder it is not to arch. We pull in and we change. Pull in. And again, exchange. Exhale. And exhale. Abs stay scooping. Inhale and inhale. And that scoop deepens as you exhale and exhale. Again, in and in. Exhale. Exhale. One more set. Inhale. Elbows wide. Belly hollowing. Exhale and exhale. Good. Relax your head back down and take that little moment there. The next one we're going to do is our scissors, so our single straight leg. So inhale again, exhale, find that scoop. This will be great after that bridging work to get a little extra hamstring stretch. Lengthen both legs, scissor the legs, taking one leg as high as you can with your hands. Drop those shoulders away from those ears. We get a little pull, pull it a little deeper and change. Pull, pull a little deeper and change. Abs reaching toward the mat. And exhale, sink. And in, just looking through the legs toward the wall on the other side of the room. Again, in and in. Breathe out and out. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Last set, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and release back down. Good work. Place your hands down beside yourself here. We're going to work on that little reverse scoop that gets us prepared for things like rollover. So again, scooping through the low belly, you're going to tuck the knees in and lift your hips, and then see if you can slowly, slowly, slowly roll back down onto the floor. So that little scoop and lift, and then rolling it back down. So this works a lot through those deep low abdominals, trying to stretch out the low spine, the upper back, release across the chest. 2 more times. Scoop, lift, and rolling it down. Last time is going to bring us all the way up to sit. So continue to roll, and we'll find our rolling like a ball position, hugging the knees in nice and tight, shoulders soft down the back. Inhale, rock. Exhale, propels yourself back up. And again, inhale, rock, and exhale, roll. And inhale, rock, and exhale, roll. And again, challenge yourself if you'd like. Bring your arms into a round, scooped position. Try not to touch your legs. Inhale and exhale. Last one, I promise. Inhale and exhale. Good. Open those knees apart. Take your little butterfly stretch forward. Releasing, relaxing those hips again. Breathing there. Nice. Okay, roll yourself up. I'm going to turn and face you now. We're going to get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. So we're going to take one leg folded in, while the other one opens out to the side. Trying to maintain that good positioning with the knee still on top, trying not to let the leg roll this way or that way. All right, let's take our big arms out to the side, stretch. We'll take another sideways stretch. So lengthening through the waistline, reaching over toward that side. So again, dropping down through the sitting bone and feeling the waistline lengthen. Good, inhale and exhale, bring it back up. And then we're gonna walk our hands forward, trying to keep that leg from changing and hinge forward. So again, we're opening up through that inner thigh stretch there. So hinging as far as is comfortable, breathing there. Good, and then we'll walk ourselves back up, stack it back up. Then you're gonna just pivot a little bit so that you're placing your foot along your inseam of that leg. Now the leg can be parallel. And to take another little hamstring stretch here, reaching both arms up, lengthen, lengthen, and then hinging forward over that thigh. Send energy out through the head and through your tail so you're not just collapsing and curving, but we're reaching out, feeling a little bit more of that hamstring stretch. Take a breath in, and then you can exhale, point the foot, maybe get a little deeper into that stretch. Good, and then again, lengthen yourself, come on up, and let's exchange other side. So folding that leg in, opening the other leg out to the side. Try to separate those thigh bones, little bow and arrow action here. Reach the arms out to the side, and we'll side bend over toward that long leg side. So feeling that side bend, and I'm really thinking about going directly sideways, not necessarily toward my leg. So I feel a little bit more pure side bend stretch. Really lengthen and reach. Reach to those fingers even farther. Good. And then bring yourself, exhaling back up. Hands in front, walk yourself forward. Keep that knee on top. And hinge. Breathe into those inner thighs. Good. And then again, walk yourself back up. And then turn a bit, pivot so you're squaring up your hips. So that foot is along that inseam of the leg is in parallel. I'm starting with my foot flexed. Inhale, reaching up, and then hinging forward over the leg, feeling that hamstring stretch. You can rest your hands on the floor, but keep energy through the head and through the tail. So you're lengthening, lengthening out through the spine. Big inhale, exhale, point the foot, maybe hinge a little bit deeper into that hamstring stretch there. Good. And then again, lift yourself up, bring yourself back up. Good. We're going to sit together again with the feet in whatever comfortable position. They can be here, they can be extended, working through our spine. So we're reaching our zombie arms out in front of ourselves, and we're going to think about elbows bending and the sternum lifting. So we're opening through the shoulders and the chest, feeling those shoulder blades come together. And then again, coming forward, we're going to reach one arm on top of the other and hug, and then nod head to tail, curving through that upper back, rounding through the upper spine. Roll yourself up, inhale. And then again, elbows bend, pull it back, open the chest, lift your heart, keep the back of the neck long so you can still sing here. And then coming back, bring the other arm on top if you remember which one that was. And then nod chin to chest, hug and round forward, stretching that upper spine. Let's do this one more time each way. Rolling up, elbows pull back, opening the chest, shoulders down the back. Lift the sternum. And return to center, crossing one arm over the other. Grab a hold of those shoulders, round and lift the abdominals. So we're rolling over that sternum again, letting the head hang forward. And then rolling back up one last time. And elbows pull back, lift and arc, open the chest. Abs lift. And come back, other arm on top again. Give yourself that well-deserved hug and folding forward. Good. Roll yourself back up. Let's take the hands circling up and around behind the head into our variation. If you can't extend the legs now for our variation on the saw, we're going to spiral rotate. So keeping those hip bones, the sitting bones placed. And then we're going to fold. I'm turning toward the right and I'm folding left knee to left left elbow to left knee. Keeping my right sitting bone down. Lengthen, inhale, roll your spine back up, still in that rotation, and then unwind to the center. Other way, I'm rotating to the left now. Spiral twist, and then exhale, folding right elbow toward right knee. Feeling that lengthen stretch through the waistline. Roll it back up, inhale, and exhale, unwind. One more time each way. Spiral rotate. If you can, really flex those feet, pull the toes back as you twist. Keep both sit bones anchored, and then folding forward. Really opening. Look back toward that top elbow. Feel that rotation. Inhale, lengthen, roll yourself back up, and exhale, unwind. Other side, one more time. Spiral as far as you can. Opening those elbows, and fold, hinge, looking up past that top elbow. Keep that left sit bone anchoring. Abs work, lifting it up. And exhale, unwind. And release your arms back down. Good. Let's roll over onto our belly. Get a little bit more of that extension work. Okay. So we're going to bring the hands near the shoulders. And the legs are slightly apart behind you. Abs are lifted and supporting you here. We're going to paint the floor with our eyes, watching the eyes go along the floor and then up the wall. Feel the shoulders slide down the back. If you can, press into your hands now, keeping that lovely length from ear to shoulder. Try not to let the shoulders scrunch up to your earlobes. Inhale here at the top, and then exhale, lengthening and rolling your spine back down. Taking your time, as we did with the bridging. Try that again. Reaching out with the focus, working the back of the cervical spine there, into the thoracic spine, really shining your heart out in front. Feel the width across your collarbones, the lift of your belly button up and in. Take that breath. Exhale, slowly rolling it down. Good. Here's a little challenge. We'll come up into that extension again, maybe not as high. Pressing into the hand. Abs still lift. See if you can do this without tumping over to one side. Slide one arm out. Maybe it lifts, maybe it doesn't. Woo. And then bring it back underneath. Feel those lats. Pull the shoulder down. Other side. Slide one arm out. Abs lift. See if you can maybe take the hand a little bit off the floor. Bring it back down. Reestablish that swan. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it back down. Good. Just turn your head to one side, resting on one cheek. Swing your hands around behind yourself. See if you can grab a hold of 2 fingers behind your back. And then from here, see how high you can pull those hands up to your upper back. And once you get there, see if you can allow your elbows to drape over you and feel a little different stretch through your shoulders. From here, keep the pelvis from wanting to pucker up. Keep the pelvis flat if you can, pressing those hip bones down into the floor. Both legs kick in toward your tush. Kick, kick. And then we're going to extend the legs, pull the hands down your tush and look forward, opening your chest, stretching your shoulders. Change to the other side of your face and repeat. Kick, kick. Pull the hands down, lift your heart, open your chest, and change to the other side. Hands up as high as you can again. Kick, kick. Try to not lift your hips up off the floor. Slide and open and stretch and extend. And change. Kick, kick. Pull, lengthen long. And other side. One more each way. We go. Kick, kick. Extend, reach. And change. Last time. Kick, kick. And lengthen. And relax. Hands on the floor. Push yourself back. Curve through that cat spine, walking your hands back. And once again, visiting that child's pose position. Stretch out. Maybe this time circling the hands down past your feet. Just resting the head on the floor there. Good. And then again, rolling through the spine, bring yourself back up to vertical. We're going to roll over onto our side now. We'll take a little moment here. So finding your banana position. So the legs are slightly angled in front of yourself. That's it. And you can lie long on your arm or work on testing your balance. In fact, you can even try with the hand on the hip, a little bit more of a challenge. So we're going to start with our banana position, hips and shoulders stacked. Take that top leg and float it up. And we're going to move into our bicycle right from the get-go today. So flex that front foot, top foot, hinge the leg forward, bend the knee, press that thigh back, and then extend, push through that heel. And again, sweeping forward, keeping that leg parallel with the floor, hinging it to the back, and reach, trying not to let your chest spill forward. Again, forward hinge, leg bends, thigh presses back, and send it away. And again, forward and bend, thigh presses back, working those hamstrings, press. Now do 2 more cycles very smoothly. Try to get it all coordinated and connected. That's it. Smooth ride. Then from here we reverse it. Bend the knee. Heel comes in. Fold at the hips. Swing the thigh forward. Reach straight forward. Press and sweep that pendulum to the back. And again, bend the knee. Hinge the thigh. Reach, extend. Sweep it back. Abs stay connected. Again, bend and fold. Extend, sweep it back, and bend, and fold, and extend, sweep it back. 2 more sets as smoothly as you can. Coordinating, connecting. That's right. Good. All right. Bring those legs in. Find your little tucked position. And we'll stack our hands here. And let's do our big circle today. So we're going to slide that top hand forward and then tracing a circle along the floor, letting your heavy bowling ball head roll as you make that big expanse. We'll just go twice this direction. Let your neck soften. And again, reaching, tracing, opening up through the chest, through the shoulders. Good. And then reverse directions, sweeping it back, open, palm up, reaching through the thumb as you reach to the back space. Circling all up and overhead. And again, circling and opening, letting the head be soft and responsive to your spine. Good. All the way around. Nice. We'll go ahead and swing around to the other side. Finding your other banana position. And again, you can always double up on padding if you need more padding underneath your hip. And then trying out different balancing maneuvers. If you need that one finger in front, please use it. If you can, try to be without it. Let's try that top leg lifts up. Again, knee and foot, hip, all of that is parallel with the floor. Flex that front foot. Bicycle goes forward and bend. Press that thigh back, opening the hips. Press to the heel. Exhale, forward and bend. Hinge that thigh and press to the foot. Reach. And again, try to keep the bottom leg calm. And hinge it back. Press and reach. Again, forward and bend. Opening up the hip. Press it back. And another 2 smooth rides. And smooth it out. And reverse. Bend the knee, heel toward your bum. Fold the thigh forward. Extend straight and reach that hamstring long. And then sweep. Again, bend. Abs connect. Fold the thigh. Straighten the leg. Sweep it back. And 2 more. Bend and hinge. And stretch. Sweep back. As far as you can, bend and hinge, extend, sweep it back. Here come 2 more smooth sets. Reach, and again, breathing and cycling through. Very nice. Bring both legs together. Knees can be bent, hips stacked still, and we'll find that stacked position. Let your head rest on the floor, and the top arm reaches forward and circles up overhead. Lengthening up and out of the waistline, all the way around. And gathering here. And again, reach. And big circle. All the way around. And connect. And then reversing. Palm up, reach to the thumb. All the way around. Big, beautiful stretch. Last time here, opening the hand. Let that head roll. And reach. And coming back together. Good job. Go ahead and come back up. So I'll do one little challenge before we finish with another hip flexor stretch. So sitting into your tall position, but slightly inclined back or even slightly curled under on that tail, okay? Knees are together, and see if you can come back up to your tippy toes. So similar to our rolling like a ball, but a little bit more open, so I have a little bit more space here. Abs are really working. You can hold on to your outer shins. See if you can keep that deep scoop, shoulders open, and lengthen one leg up, and then bring it back down. Other side, abs are pulling in deeply. Extend one leg and return. If you don't need your hands, let them just reach in front of yourself. Lengthening one leg and bringing it down and reach and down. You can stay with that or try both legs lift and bend, rolling down, keeping the thighs together. Again, reaching up and coming down. Last time, reaching up, stay. See if you can take your arms up, 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 and bring it down, down, down. Bend those knees, open into your butterfly stretch. Again, good work. Nicely done. Bring yourself back up. We'll come back over to hands and knees for our final stretches here. So on quadruped, as we started today, reaching one foot back, pressing the heel into the floor, getting that delicious calf stretch. Really lengthen that knee, stretch all the way long. That's it. And then pull it back in, other side. Extend the other leg. Heel reaches down. Good. And then bringing it back. Take that first leg again. Stepping the foot forward into our lower lunge. You can keep that knee down. Press the pelvis forward. Again, open your chest. Make sure as much as you can that this front knee is directly over this heel. And the spine is long. And then we'll send it back. Flex that foot, hinge back just to stretch the calf again. And then we'll exchange other side. Help yourself up. Bring the other leg in front. Pelvis forward. Open the chest. Nice long exhale, sitting down through that back hip. And then again, you can send your weight back. Flex that front foot, hinging forward. Good. Great. And then again, return to all fours, tuck both toes, lift up. So you're finding your downward dog position. Abs really lift. Trying to let the head hang through the arms. Sending the tail high, pressing out of the hands, out of the heels, reaching the heels into the floor. And then carefully walk your hands back, soften your knees. And just hang over your waistline. Let yourself just drape over. If you'd like, you can grab a hold of your elbows. Let the head be heavy. And from the base of your spine, scoop those abdominals and slowly release your arms. Slowly roll up. Your head will be last. Stacking the spine, the pelvis comes to vertical, the head finally floats up on top. Just shake, wiggle out your legs. And we'll take our inhale, reaching up, up, up. And exhaling down. And one more time, inhale, looking upward. And exhaling down. And I thank you all for another Sunday class. Thanks for coming in. See you next time.